the coolest kids show ever was Grange Hill.
No!
Who can forget Zamo Maguire and Roland Browning?
Hello, Roland.
Grange Hill was a TV revolution.
Susan!
Over its 28-year stretch, 75% of us have been blown away by the hill.
Ready, guys?
My mission is to bring back my favourite cast, the cast of '86.
It's exciting though, isn't it? I've just seen her down there. I promise you it's battles. I'm going to be honest, that was a knockback. I thought of that Donald McIntyre. You used to be in Grange Hill, did you? Nobody said this was going to be easy. I didn't think it was going to be this hard.
Kids TV in the 70s was crap. You only had 3 channels and they were pony. Did we really care about Percy's Garden?
Look at that.
And posh kids in +4s?
Boys continue to meet in secret at Barnaby Sweet's cottage.
Got the diary?
It's in my pocket.
It was rubbish. But then in 1978, Grange Hill came along and Tucker Jenkins and co gave the kids something real.
Well, Grange Hill was revolutionary, groundbreaking programme.
Grange Hill was always controversial.
I'll pick you up here, 5 o'clock Saturday.
We did bullying.
You can't keep nothing secret from Gripper. Fatso.
We did racial bullying.
Don't you flippin' don't call me a monkey either.
Teachers bullying children.
Were you born stupid?
We always had a strong theme.
Get them all out of here!
It was the sort of thing that you read about in newspapers, but then to see it on your screen in your living room was very, very powerful.
The glory years of the hill were the mid-80s, when Zamo got hooks on the H. And that was when the cast of '86 recorded the anti-drugs anthem, Just Say No, which became a top 5 hit.
Just say no, just say no, no. Just say no.
Right, so here's the story. My mission is to bring back the cast of Grange Hill, circa 1986, the best cast, and get them here. The Hammersmith Palais, for a one-off performance of the anti-drugs campaign song, Just Say No. I've been guaranteed 2,000 screaming fans. I've given myself just 10 days to try and reunite them. Can I do it? It's going to be a tall order. I better get a move on. Rock and roll.
There's no Just Say No without Zamo Maguire, so he's top of my list. We tracked him down to a key-cutting shop in Carl Sholton. Not quite what you would expect of an 80s icon. Zamo Maguire turned up at Grange Hill in 1982. He was the happy-go-lucky, cheeky troublemaker who was always getting into scraps.
You've been dangerously, ain't you, Maguire? You've been looking for me. Well, now that you found me, let's get down to business.
Over his 5 years at the Hill, Zamo grew up to be the most popular character. He had it all, even Jackie Wright. But then the good times turned bad when the Grange Hill producers chose his character to become a smackhead. It was the biggest, most shocking storyline of all.
It was about 8:30, and it really is freezing cold. Just sent a researcher down to the key cutting shop, which is just right next to that bus stop down there. She's gone in on the pretense that she needs a key cutting. Obviously, she doesn't need a key cutting. It's all a ruse. It's a setup. So if she can get him out, get him to cut a key, we're going to go in and hit him. My researcher's going to give me a sign like this. That's what she said she was going to do. So I'm waiting to see her, this very attractive young woman, go like this. And then I'm in there like a shot. I think I've just got the sign. Should we go? You going to go? Let's go. Just say no. Hey, just say no. What song? So are you shitting up? I'm shitting right up. Ready? Excuse me, Lee? Lee McDonald? Yes. AKA Zamo Maguire?
I am indeed. I can't believe you're in my shop. What are you doing to me?
It's a pleasure to meet you. Can I shake your hand? My name's Justin, I'm from Channel 4.
Right.
And I've come here not because I want some keys cutting today, Lee, I have to be honest. I've got a proposal for you. Are you prepared to hear me out?
Yeah, go on.
Right, this is what I'd like you to do.
Right.
I want you to agree
Right.
to reunite
Right.
with your fellow Grange Hill cast members for a one-off performance
Right.
of the anti-drugs campaign classic, Just Say No. Lee, would you do it?
Yeah, of course I will.
There's one thing we need to seal. This is brilliant. Let's have the book, let's have the annual. And we've got the marker pen. Right, to seal it, to put it into writing, Lee, would you sign the 1986 Grange Hill annual?
Yeah, of course I will.
Sign it on there. Go on, mate. This is amazing. Oh, this is fantastic. Lee, this is brilliant. Look at that. Can you see that? Lee MacDonald has written Just Say No in the 1986
This is a
Grange
bizarre
Hill annual.
Tuesday morning for me.
Guys,
Zamo, Lee MacDonald.
20 years ago, this humble locksmith was the biggest child star in Britain. His character was watched by 9 million people at tea time. He became the face of an enormous anti-smack campaign. He was the child icon of the 80s.
His agent said, "You've become too hot to handle." He was on all chat shows, all the newspapers.
McGuire.
Lee, I mean, you really were a superstar at the time.
Yeah, the character was. I remember going to, went to Imperial War Museum with my school, and there was a couple of girls' schools in there, and at that age, it's unbelievable. I got chased out by probably about 100 girls.
Oh, come on.
No, so I'm not kidding you. And
Yeah.
then the security said, "You've got to leave. We can't have this." And I left. And God, I'd like to get chased by one now. Yeah? But no, that's how much it was. We used to go and do personal appearances with 5,000 kids in a nightclub and stuff. Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Lee's character was written out in 1987. He'd beaten the H and things were looking up for Zamo. But in real life, Lee's career was on the ropes. His plans to return to his first love of boxing were dealt a cruel blow.
I had a car accident and I couldn't box, so that was taken away from me. I left Grange Hill to box. That's what I wanted to do, and I was doing really well. I had a car accident, I had head injuries, and I couldn't box anymore. That was taken away from me. That was more of a disaster or disastrous than leaving Grange Hill. Grange Hill was just something I'd done at school, and it was good fun. And
so you never really at that time?
No, I didn't leave. No,
acting?
no, not at all. I had no intention at all. See, a lot of people think if you're not on telly, if you're not on EastEnders or you left Grange Hill, you're not doing well, then you fail. But a lot of them didn't want to do that. They was doing it as backup money while they was at school, left, and then did their own thing. I had no intention of carrying on.
Lee, I'm so glad that you've agreed to take part in this. I've got to ask you though, who do you think I'm going to have trouble getting to come along?
To be honest, I'm really not sure. I mean, because it's really weird. So if they've not got agents, it's like when you leave school, you all got to do your own thing. It's difficult trying to track people down. So I'm not sure.
Coming up, we go after the biggest star of all.
We're just basically looking for a very large man with a bald head and glasses. Erkan Mustafa.
And my mission grinds to a halt.
So they'll capture me when I'm getting thrown out by security.
I'm not going to do an interview on camera right now.
That was basically a kick in the nuts. My mission is to bring back the cast of Grange Hill circa 1986 for a one-off performance of the anti-drugs campaign song, Just Say No. Already I've got Lee MacDonald, aka Zamo Maguire, the star of the show, but if we're going to make this a real event, then I'm going to need a lot more people, and I've only got a few days left to do it.
In the Grange Hill story of the 1980s, there's one person who stands out head, shoulders, and waistline above everyone else, Roland Browning.
So we're speeding our way now over to a hotel in Lancaster Gate where we understand Erkan Mustafa, aka Grange Hill's Roland Browning, come on, just me, is going to be there imminently. The Browning will be there imminently.
It's not easy being the fat bloke at school, and Roland Browning got picked on from day one.
Look at him stuff in his face.
What are you staring at, Fesso?
Nothing.
He did have one friend, a girl called Janet, but even she turned out to be a stalker.
Hello, Roland. Where are you going? I'm fed up with being teased. I'm trying to help you, Roland. I'm sorry for you, Roland.
But despite a disastrous start,
Look who we got here.
Rolly stuck it out to become one of Grange Hill's best loved characters. since Grange Hill, Ercan's DJ'd, acted, and is now supposedly writing stuff for television. We'd been tipped off that he had a meeting with a top TV producer at the hotel. While the crew hid away upstairs, I remained incognito in the lobby.
Were you ever a fan of Grange Hill? Sorry? Do you remember the show Grange Hill? Do you remember Rowland's Browning?
No.
Do you remember Rowland's Browning?
No.
It was Grange, sorry, so we've gone up again.
Go back.
Grange, sorry. Excuse me, please, do you have the time? And he had a girlfriend, she'd go, Rowlands, Mr. Call Rowlands, he'd go, I mean my crisps. She'd go, Rowlands, what are you doing, Rowlands? He'd go, I mean my crisps.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Doesn't ring any bells. No. It rings no bells at all, no bells it rings.
I'd been sat around for 5 hours with no sign of the Browning. Had we been the unknowing victims of a hoax call? We decide to stay at the hotel just in case, and later that evening, get a call from our contact.
Hey mate, how you doing?
Rowland's had his meeting and is leaving the hotel.
See you soon, mate, bye. He's coming.
Right, okay, we've got to go. We've got to go. Kez, we've got to call.
Somehow we'd missed him, and now we're at the wrong entrance to the hotel. It's all going tits up, and if we lose him now, we'll never find him again.
Ian's caught up. Ian's hooked up.
Right, Ercan should have been coming through this entrance. He's not. Apparently, he's gone around the rear entrance to the hotel, so I'm going to have to try and quickly cut through the garden and get there before he does, otherwise we're all going to be rumbled. All right, boys? Through the gardens. So we're going to go... Right, hang on, can we get in through those? Can we get in through there? We can get in through there, that's the restaurant. We can go through there, and up round, he won't even see us. I'm going to hunt him down, this Ercan Mustafa. Oh, right, it's not just shut, apparently it's firmly shut. Let's give him a try. Yeah, you're right, it's firmly shut. Right, here's the door. This guy's gonna let us in.
Hi, mate.
Thank you, thanks very much. Thank you.
What are you going to do?
Oh, we're filming upstairs.
But
We're filming upstairs in the reception.
why, man?
We've been here all day.
Yeah,
we're filming for Channel 4. We've got a permit, we've been filming here all day.
You have a permit?
Yeah, I've got a permit, yeah.
We've got the permit. It's got the permit. Come on, Simon. Sorry, mate. Go. Everyone.
Excuse me, hi. Thanks very much. We're chasing Rowland's Browning. So we run out now, just get him now?
Yeah. Where's he gone?
He's not here.
Is it this way?
Well, it could be either way, It's exciting though, isn't it? We're just basically looking for a very large man with a bald head and glasses. Rowland Browning is unmistakable.
Everyone, quick.
This is great. All right.
Just go for it. Go for it. Go.
Hello, sir. Ercan Mustafa. My name is Justin.
Yep.
I'm from Channel 4. What I'm trying to do is hook up former members of Grange Hill from circa 1986, get them together in a room for the first time in what, maybe 20 years, all together, for a one-off performance for the fans of the anti-drugs classic, Just Say No.
Why not?
Roland! That is amazing. Where's the book? Where's the annual? Can we seal this? Can we seal...
what do you want?
Ercan, could you just sign the front of this annual?
That's sacrilegious. You've got to be joking.
Really? Oh, you don't want to commit sacrilege? Maybe the inside cover then? Oh, look at this. You are a legend, sir.
That's what I've been told.
Brilliant! How many years ago did you leave Grange Hill?
I left in 1986, so what's that, 18, 20 years ago?
You left in 86?
Yeah.
How did you get the part? What happened?
Basically, the national press put a big advertising out saying fat child needed for Grange Hill.
Are you serious? That was the ad in the paper?
Fat child, well, no, oversized schoolboy.
Were they looking for 40-year-olds or what?
Exactly.
And that girl, who's that girl that kept on at you all the time? Just to drive me crazy.
Simone Nylander.
Oh.
Roland.
Didn't you ever just feel like going, fuck off? You're driving on crackers.
Yeah.
Your name was Roland, wasn't it?
No, it's Roland.
It was Roland?
It was, well, it was Roland. But because it was written, it was the way it was written. She was only 8 when she did Grange Hill. She read it as Roland.
Genius.
And without her, you wouldn't be here chasing me down today.
Exactly right. For me, the golden era of the show was the Just Say No period. With Zamo and with Gaunt
I
and
think
Ziggy.
that made the biggest impact to the viewer.
Why do you think that was?
Because, you know, there was no show on at the time that's going to bring a school kid on heroin. You know, there was no... all the shows that were around at the time didn't have that.
Yeah.
And it was hard-hitting. It was very hard-hitting. People still, you know, talk about that storyline.
Yeah.
You don't have to be part of the crowd.
Welcome to this special follow-up to the story of Zamo Maguire.
Back in 1986, and the heroin storyline had catapulted the Grange Hill cast into Major League superstardom. As the new faces of the government's Just Say No campaign, they rubbed shoulders with a host of top-notch celebs and Simon Bates. Even though the campaign wasn't talking street, a bunch of middle-class presenters were still able to blow our minds with their psychedelic stories. Was the whole of the BBC really hooked on smack?
I got heroin from a pimp. It was my payment for working for him.
I started mixing with a new crowd of people and they were all using heroin. My boyfriend was using it and I tried to get him to stop.
This display in front of me, in fact, is worth about £250,000 or a great deal more at street prices.
Even Nick Ross was peddling a line.
Why? It's enough for one fix in here, and it costs about £10.
The Just Say No campaign had originated from the US.
Just say no.
They had a song in their own equivalent of Roland, but it didn't have that East London edge. In the UK, something more was needed, and once again it fell to the star pupils of '86 to get it on.
America done it as initially. America done it just on America. Brilliant, absolutely superb. Load of American kids.
Really?
Yeah, and then we completely slaughtered it.
Taking a leaf out of the Band-Aid video, Zamo, Roland and co headed for the recording studios and banged out a top 5 hit.
The highest climber this week, up to number 5, the Grange Hill Mob, Just Say No.
You don't have to be part of the crowd.
We've gone to one of the studios in BBC.
Yeah.
They said, right, Lee, okay, Zamo, you are fronting this record. We need you to sing the... I said, I can't sing. He said, no, everybody can sing. So I've gone up to a room in the top of the BBC and they've got a piano, just one guy on a piano. And he said, sing one note. And I went, and he slammed the piano down. This guy's livid. And he looked at me and went, you'll have to mime.
Just say no.
Just say no. Do you actually remember the lyrics?
Yeah, I can remember some of the lyrics. Don't listen to anyone else. All you got to do is be yourself. But they said, all right, we'll get Roland to sing your bits, but you got to dance. Can you do some moves? So I started jigging, and they went, you can't dance either, can you?
Oh, no.
So if you look at the video, I'm on the video doing weightlifting.
Your dreams will come true.
So Roland actually sang your bit?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Has he got a good voice then?
Say no.
Obviously better than mine.
So what was it made you do it? You had no need. First a taste, then a craving, then it turned to greed.
Now that is class. Forget 50 Cent. Vanilla Ice? Now I know I got Lee McDonald, I got Hurricane. I'm happy with that. But for me, this thing isn't going to be complete unless I get the rapster himself, Maluki Christie. You know he wrote that rap himself, Sam? He's got like a credit on the record. How good was that rap? Seriously, how good is that rap? I mean, if it wasn't for Maluki Christie, you would have Dizzy Rascal. There would be no Dizzy Rascal. Drive on. Yeah, well, just get your hands up.
All right, leave it, Zamo.
Out of the way, Kev.
Just calm down. I won't tell you again, move.
Maluki Christie played Kevin Bale on Zamo's best mate, who couldn't stop him getting hooked on the smack.
Zamo!
But was very quick to comfort his girlfriend Jackie, the dirty gat.
Try not to make a fool of yourself again.
Oh, you've never done that.
Maluki has moved on from Grange Hill and is now working behind the camera, directing short films.
Right, everyone ready?
Yeah. So they'll capture me when I'm getting thrown out by security?
Yes.
Brilliant. It'd be like Beverly Hills Cop. Maybe they'll throw me through the window.
We discovered that he hangs out at a creative workshop in East London. but getting in won't be straightforward.
We really have absolutely no idea how this is gonna plan out. We might not even get past the receptionist, so I'm just gonna walk straight in. I'm gonna try and turn on the Darren Brown mine shit, the JLC magic, and see how far we get. We might not get past the front desk, seriously. Just waiting for the green man. Just never cross, obviously, on a pedestrian crossing until you see the green man.
There's 2 people just standing in reception.
What, waiting or talking to the receptionist? Okay, well that means the receptionist is distracted, and let's walk in. You go on up. Let's just go, come on. Here we go. Maluki Christie. Yeah. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you, sir. Can I shake your hand?
Of course you can. Hello, sir.
My name is Justin.
Yeah, I know who you are. Yeah.
Do you? How do you know?
I know, I've seen you. Around.
Oh, hello. I'm from Channel 4. I wonder if you could spare me a few moments. I'm doing a show for 4 where I'm trying to reunite the Grange Hill cast from the year 1986 for a one-off performance for the fans of the anti-drugs campaign classic, Just Say No. Would you be prepared to give me a short interview? Because I'd love to have a chat with you about reuniting with some of your fellow cast members. Would you be up for that, Maluki?
I'm not going to do an interview on camera right now.
Not right now?
No, I will talk to you about it if you want to, and then perhaps we can hello everybody.
Could we have a quick chat about it, and then maybe if you're interested...
talk with you off camera, and then maybe if I'm interested something...
Then put it on camera?
Certainly, yeah.
Well, that's a good enough start. Can you spare me a few moments now, do you think?
Definitely. Yeah,
that'd be brilliant. Thank you very much. Let's have a chat. It's Maluki Christie.
Hello.
Kevin Balon. Come on, thank you very much. Okay. I really wasn't, I'm quite surprised. I wasn't expecting you to be stood there at reception. Okay, I've just had a one-on-one with Maluki Christie. He's not interested in in a Grange Hill reunion of any kind. He balked at the idea of actually getting up on stage for a one-off performance of Just Say No. Doesn't want anything to do with that whatsoever. But he would consider doing an authored piece himself on his own experiences in Grange Hill. And what really got me excited is he's prepared to talk about what happened when the cast went to the White House for their anti-drugs campaign trip.
Say no, no, just say
the Just Say No anthem spent 6 weeks in the top 40, and for the kids of '86, their role in the anti-drugs movement was about to hit another high. Nice.
Well, obviously the record was a great success in England and has got to a really lot of kids, and they've took notice of it. So hopefully we'll have the same appeal in America.
I hope that people will know what we're actually trying to do over there.
They've been invited to the White House to meet First Lady Nancy Reagan, patron of the American Just Say No campaign.
Just say no.
But in 1998, it was reported in a Sunday tabloid that Erkan, aka Roland Browning, and other cast members had been taking drugs during the US tour. There were certain stories in the press about several cast members, including yourself.
You know, at the end of the day, you've got kids who did Just Say No.
Yeah.
What other way to 10 years, 20 years later say, oh, I was on drugs?
Yeah.
When the story about me, I would talk about it, the story about me was that Grange Hill cast went to the most protected building in the world to smoke drugs.
Are you serious? Was that true?
Well, it's the most, you can't even get a blowjob in there. Come on and not let the world know about it.
But not going into any detail about the specific incidents, why do you think...
Well, to be honest, I won't discuss that.
No, fine. The story of the White House has thrown me a curveball. Despite Erkan's denials, I'm sure there's a story there somewhere, although I have no evidence. It's got my journalistic juices flowing. I'd like to find out more, but I've got a gig in 5 days and only a couple of bases covered. Could this whole mission just be a field of dreams? Coming up, we're on the trail of bad boy John Alford. My name is Justin Lee Collins. I'm here to see John Alford. And we finally get the real story from Maluki.
It was an anti-drugs thing, but nobody really asked us kind of what our whole attitude to drugs was.
I'm halfway through my mission to bring back the 1986 cast of Grange Hill for a one-off performance of the anti-drugs classic, Just Say No. So far, I've Lee McDonald and Erkan Mustafa. Maluki looks like a no, But there are 3 characters I still really want to get. Faye Lucas, Ziggy Greaves, and Robbie Wright.
Okay, we're opposite John Alford's place of work. John Alford, aka Robbie Wright from Grange Hill. I'm going to go over there. I don't even know if he's in there, to be honest, but I'm going to go over on the off chance that he might be working today. Let's go.
John Alford is no stranger to controversy.
Always get me into trouble.
He played prankster Robbie Wright in Grange Hill and went on to have a hugely successful acting and singing career. But it all went wrong in 1999 when he was caught up in a News of the World drug sting. Little Robbie Wright served 9 months at Her Majesty's pleasure. If I can persuade John to come on board, maybe he'll tell me what went on at the White House, and I'll have a top-class chanteur for the gig.
My name is Justin Lee Collins. I'm here to see John Alford. Yeah, thanks very much. Thank you.
She's putting an announcement out. The receptionist is putting an announcement out on the loudspeaker.
Is he not in the office today, or...? Oh, really? Oh, crumbs. Missed him by about 30 minutes. He's on earlies, apparently, so he's not there. He's on earlies again tomorrow, so he'll be there from about 8 o'clock onwards. He left at about 3:30, so I've literally missed him by about 20 or 30 minutes. Let's try something else.
Undeterred and unwashed, I decided to stake out John over the next couple of nights.
I mean, for me, to be honest, this is all part of it. This is what it's all about. I'm on a stakeout. How good is this? It's like an episode of Chips. Remember Chips? Only they had like motorbikes. Well, I'm in a people carrier. I'm in a Renault Espace.
After 2 nights of sitting on my ass, my hemorrhoids were killing me, and it was time to call it quits. Besides, I'd clearly scared John off, and there were still 2 other people I wanted to get. With only a couple of days left, I'd only Lee and Erkan lined up for the gig. Alford had gone into hiding, and there was no sign of Maluka's film. My mission was going down the pan. Finally, I've got a lead. The Thurrock Gazette have done a feature on Alison Bettles. There she is, looking lovely. She's just had another kid. I think that's a dozen now. It's like the Waltons. And they mentioned in the feature that she likes to shop at the Lakeside Thurrock Shopping Centre. She's a sitting duck for JLC. Come on.
Not bad.
Alison Bettles played Faye Lucas in Grange Hill from 1982 to 1987.
She thinks I'm getting away with a ball like that. She's going to have a flipping thing coming.
She was the sensible-looking one who dreamt of being a PE teacher.
Yeah, well.
But in her last year, she shocked us all when she fell for maths tutor Mr. King.
I'll pick you up here. 5 o'clock Saturday.
Back at Lakeside, we've got no time to stake the place out. We're just praying that we'll get lucky. Trouble is, all these Essex birds look alike.
Alison? Alison? I'm on the lookout for Alison Bettles. Do you used to watch Grange Hill? She played Faye Lucas.
Oh, yeah, I know her.
She had an
She's
affair.
always over here.
Is she?
Blonde girl.
Hang on a minute. Is that Bettles? Is that Bettles? Is that Bettles in the car? Hello, sweet. How you doing?
I'm fine.
You're not, you didn't speak Grange Hill, did you?
No.
Yeah, come on.
At all.
I think we got her.
I'm tired, but no.
Alison Bettles, a.k.a. Faye Lucas, Grange Hill.
No.
Hang on a minute, I haven't just, like, interrupted some kind of drugs deal, have I? Right, I'm here at the Lakeside Shopping Centre in Essex. This is Essex, isn't it, Rob? Yeah. Never been here before. I'll probably never come here again. I'm here for one reason only. Alison Bettles, a.k.a. Faye Lucas from Grange Hill, shops here regular. We're told that she's going to be shopping here today. She should be in there now. So let's go in, try and find her, yeah? And see if she's up for the Just Say No reunion. She'll probably be pushing like a quadruple buggy, because I think that she's got a lot of kids now. I mean, a lot of kids. She could be absolutely anywhere. Shall I say talk to you? Did you buy the record? No. Just Say No the record? Do you say no? I think you do say no. We're on about, how many levels we've got in this place, Rob? There's about 3 levels. Each level's massive, so just take a look around. She's down there. I've just seen her down there with a pink tank top. I promise you it's Bettles. I've just seen her down there on the ground floor. You can't see her now. She's just she's wearing a pink tank top. I'm serious. I've just seen her. I'm serious. Oh, I feel like this. I feel like that Donald McIntyre. It's like McIntyre Uncovered. Only I'm a bit more sort of hard-edged. She could see us as soon as we come out the lift. As soon as we come out the lift, she could spot us. Right, come on, guys. It's a bit like that scene at the end of In the Line of Fire, that Clint Eastwood film. Remember that Clint Eastwood film, In the Line of Fire? Aim high, aim high. Right, we're looking for some battles. She's definitely here, I saw her. She's about to come out of the lift. Right, come on, let's go again. Let's go, come on.
On our floor?
Yeah, which floor? Coming out of the lift. She's coming out of the lift now, see? Here we go, here we go. All right. Alison Bettles.
Hello.
It's a real pleasure to meet you.
And you.
Alison Bettles, a.k.a. Faye Lucas, Grange Hill, circa 1986. I'm talking Just Say No.
That's right, yeah.
Alison, my name is Justin.
Hello.
I'm from Channel 4. This is what I want to do. Would you be prepared to reunite with your fellow Grange Hill cast members, 1986, and give a one-off performance for the fans, of which I am one,
right,
of the classic number 5 hit, Just Say No. Come on, Bettles. Would you do it for me? Would you do it for JLC? Would you be prepared at least to reunite with your fellow cast members?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You'd definitely be prepared to do that?
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Right, can we seal the deal? There's one thing I'd like to do for me. I have got your picture in the 1986 official Grange Hill annual.
Right.
Would you sign it for me, Alison?
Yeah, sure.
Just Say No. Oh, that is brilliant. Thank you so much. How about that? Can we have a cuddle?
Go on in.
Come on. I love it. When you look back on that period, if you could just take one moment from those 6 glorious years, what would it be? What would be the one thing that kind of just underlines the whole experience for you?
It probably would be the Just Say No campaign.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Because you played a big part in that song as well.
It's so embarrassing, you know, there I am with my headphones on. I thought I was a real singer and I used to do that. It's pretty embarrassing there when you look back.
Just say no. Don't have to act like a great big star. You can be a hero, be who you are.
What do you remember most about it, that one particular time?
It's got to be going to the White House, really.
I'm Lee. Thanks for spending the time with us.
I'm happy to. Yeah.
Right, now this is this I find this more interesting than anything else. You actually got to go to the White House in the United States of America to meet the Reagans.
That's right.
Now tell me, what was that all about?
I think they must have just been, I think she might have been the patron saint of something, of the drugs campaign.
Patron saint of the H.
Yeah.
Was that her something?
Yeah, I don't know. So, I'm sure it was a long time ago.
Patron saint of smack.
Yeah.
Now I remember there were a few suggestions by some of your fellow cast members that there maybe was a little bit of naughtiness on that trip.
Yeah.
Were you aware of any? Do you know the stories I'm talking about?
No.
You weren't aware of any of this naughtiness going on?
No.
Come on.
No, I didn't know any
Alison.
of it. I told you I was a good girl.
I don't doubt that for a minute. I'm sure you were. But boys will be boys.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Yeah, I'm sure they will, but...
Boys will definitely be boys.
They will. I know nothing about anything.
Looking out a dirty old window, down below the car.
The final stage of the American tour saw the Grange Hill Gang do several live performances across the US. One of the highlights was Prospect Park in the heart of Brooklyn.
We sung in the park in New York. We were singing in big venues and doing the movements and the Just Say No.
Prospect Park was, I think, what you call a photo opportunity. And they bussed in a lot of local kids who'd never heard of Grange Hill. And we sang our song to a lot of raspberries.
The culmination of the tour was an invite to sing before a baseball game at Yankee Stadium.
It was brilliant. We was just singing the Just Say No song in the middle of the stadium, and all the crowd, you know, that was watching the Yankees game was singing along with us.
So how many people did you sing in front of?
Oh, I don't know. Thousands.
Well, it could have been like, what, 50, 60, 70, maybe 80, maybe 90, 100,000 Maybe 150,000 people you
Yeah,
sang in front of that.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah.
And we was on a massive big screen, big screen. Brilliant. And we was singing on that as well, which was unbelievable. It was brilliant. So as we were singing, we could see it. It was just mad. 15.
My excitement of getting Alison on board becomes epic when Maluka's tape arrives. Could this contain the answers I've been looking for?
One of the things I remember the most is the pitcher's mound at Yankee Stadium.
Tonight we're pleased to welcome...
Doing that pledge. It was an anti-drugs thing, but nobody really asked us kind of what our whole attitude to drugs was, what our take was on the whole issues or anything. There were a lot of times when I thought to myself, wow, if people could see what was going on behind the scenes, it'd be crazy. The evening when we went to Yankee Stadium, the night that we went there, I think a few other people thought it was going to be kind of like an evening off, a relaxation thing. And so inevitably, we kind of relaxed. And when we got to the stadium, we had to go on the pitch, by the pitcher's mound, and do this pledge.
Now I'd like to read a pledge. I know who I am.
To never take drugs or think about drugs or have any bad thoughts ever about anything. And the camera was like right up in our face. We were on the big sort of the diamond screen. It's like probably one of my most ever paranoid feelings, one of the most paranoid moments I've ever had, just being in front of like 40,000 people thinking, my God, I hope they can't see my eyes that well.
Gordon Bennett, I was right. Maluka's fessed up to skinning up on the US tour.
This is great stuff, but it makes no difference to me. It doesn't help my cause. I've still only got a few days left to bring back Grange Hill.
With 24 hours to go before the gig at the Palais, there's just one more character that I want to get, Ziggy Greaves. We've heard that he's on his way down to London, so we're going to set a trap.
Right, I'm here at Waterloo Station because Ziggy Greaves, aka George Christopher, is on the train down from Liverpool. He's due in here at about 11:45. Got no idea, of course, that we're going to be here. We're going to be lying in wait, ready to jump him. Not in a physical sense.
She's here, quick, from the window any minute.
Ziggy was the cheeky scouser who was always getting into trouble with little Robbie Wright.
Devil, hey, what is it?
Oh, Ziggy!
I might have known it.
In fact, he did little else.
Sorry, miss.
George Christopher is still a jobbing actor, but currently works in advertising for a taxi firm in Liverpool. He's here to discuss a new role.
He can only come out one way, I take it. There's only like one way in or out. I can see Ziggy Greaves. Do we go now? We going now? He's wearing a light blue sock hat. We going? We're going to hit Ziggy Greaves? Right, let's go. Come on. Come on. All right, come on. All right, here we go. You're George Christopher.
Hello, mate.
It is an absolute pleasure to meet you, sir. Formerly Ziggy Greaves from Grange Hill. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Justin.
Hello, mate.
I'm doing a show for Channel 4 about the cast of Grange Hill from the year 1986.
I thought you were fucking Roger Cook report or something.
No, I'm a lot slimmer these days. What I'm doing is I'm making this show. I want to reunite the cast of Grange Hill from 1986 for a one-off performance of Just Say No. Just a one-off for old time's sake. Would you be up for doing it? Would you consider it?
Ah, come on, mate. You joking me, aren't you?
Would you be up for at least sitting down with me and having a chat? We can have a talk about it. We'll go somewhere more comfortable. We'll sit, maybe we'll have a latte. I'm quite cultured. We'll sit, we'll have a coffee and talk about it.
A nice pint of lager will do me, son. A nice pint of lager.
Anything you want, George Christopher. Brilliant.
Yeah,
thanks, George. Great.
Coming up, will Ziggy or any of the other cast members turn up for the gig?
I can see a car. Is that a car pulling over now? Is that pulling over? Just one really is all we need.
And even if they do, this lot could eat them alive. This is the Hammersmith Palais. Now, later on, this venue will be filled with 2,000 plus screaming fans, all dressed in school uniform, I might add, expecting to see the cast of Grange Hill reunited on this very stage for a one-off performance of the top 5 anti-drugs campaign song, Just Say No. I've genuinely no idea how many of the cast will turn up. If no one turns up, I'm singing it by myself on that stage. It's been 10 days since I set out on my mission, and tonight it's the big night. So far, no one's arrived. In fact, no one's even confirmed. To be honest, I'm bricking it. This could be the most embarrassing night of my young life. Just one really is all we need. Then at least I won't be up there on my own singing. Just saying no. I can see a car. Is that a car pulling over now? Is that pulling over? It's Lee McDonald's! Rock and roll! What are you doing? It's
You got the t-shirt?
Come on.
I want one!
I'm wearing your image. How are you feeling?
Not too bad. Nervous. I'm absolutely shitting myself. 20 years. It's literally 20 years. That was the last time I see him. So yeah, it's going to be really, really weird.
Erkan Mustafa, a.k.a. Roland Brownie, has just got out of the car. Erkan, hello, you lovely man.
Hey, Ben, you old
How you doing? It's a real pleasure to see you.
Hello, you old git.
Long time no see, eh? Keeping. I'm trying to look like you now.
Come on. Samo is now rolling.
I love you, Roland.
So that's Lee and Erkan safely inside the venue, but is that going to be it? And we've got someone else. This is just getting better and better all the time. It's George Christopher, my friends.
Hello, son.
A.k.a. Ziggy Greaves. Hello, mate. How you doing?
I haven't seen half of them for over 15 years or something, 16 years, you know. It'd be great to see them again. You know, it's like seeing your old school pals again if you hadn't seen them.
Hey!
That's my boys.
See you later, man.
And we've got someone else, guys. Alison Bettles. How you feeling, Alison? You all right?
I've been a bit anxious.
Yeah.
And now I'm shitting myself.
Are you shitting it? Are you shitting it?
Yeah. Oh my God! Hello.
Hello, darling.
How are you? God, look at you.
Bloody hell.
Alright,
Make it an
hiya.
English girl.
See ya, not too bad.
Did they bust you as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Were they do
You look really different.
18 years ago.
I think it's the glasses.
No,
God.
I wore these in the series and I haven't got rid of them.
Are they?
This is an amazing thing for me because I'm sat here in this space with Zamo, Roland, Faye, and Ziggy. Come on! Come on! How do you feel?
No, thank you for inviting us. We've been
Hey,
sitting
it's
here
my pleasure.
on the long way because we did think we was getting stitched up, to be honest with you.
We was all saying, no, I can't do that. All of a sudden, just the excitement, just of meeting everyone, and I was just,
Yeah.
I just can't believe it.
There's going to be like 2,000 people here, so how are you feeling about getting up on that stage in front of them?
Totally embarrassed. What if they go, boo,
You
get
what?
off? I just can't believe
What, are
it.
you kidding me? Come on.
No,
That's
honestly.
never going to happen. They're going to go wild.
They're not, honestly. I just...
No, they're not going to go wild.
They're
but
not. They're going to
it'd be cool to do it anyway. A few glasses of champagne, I'm sure we'll have a real break.
Yeah, all right then, Lee. Tell us what it's like when you get off.
The guys might be nervous, but I got a backup plan to give them some moral support. Here comes the cavalry. Fleur Taylor, aka Imelda Davis. Joanne Kenny, who played Jane Bishop. Lisa York, aka Julie Marchant. Mark Savage, or Bully Gripper Stebson. Tim Polly, who played Banksy. And finally, Ruth Carraway, aka Helen Kelly. So, who's it going to be? Who's coming? Who's coming?
You don't even know who the hell I am, do you? Hello, darling. You smell nice.
So I did it. I've managed to reunite the cast of Grange Hill. They're all here, look. I've even got Gripper Stebson. That's that guy there, Mark Savage, in the football manager's coat. I'm not too impressed about him, actually. He just nicked my dinner money. He's there. So I've got them all together for the first time in 20 years. That's a good thing. The question now is, will they sing?
on stage and introduce the cast of Grange Hill, who are going to give a one-off performance of Just Say No for a packed house of about £3,000, all dressed in school uniform. Come and have a look. It's going to be fantastic. Take a look at this. Look at them, they love it. Look at the kids. Rock and roll. Come on. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Come on, everybody. We've got a massive, massive surprise for you tonight, ladies and gents. I want to get you all ready for it, so after 3, I want you to go mental for me as we welcome to the stage the cast of Grange Hill. 1, 2, 3. It's Roland. It's Roland Browning. Go, Dingo, make some noise! I can't hear you. Go, Dingo, come. Are you ready? Say no. Just say no. Just say yes. Just say no.
We apprehensive at first, weren't sure, but it's been a reunion. Funny as you like, getting on the stage, having a giggle.
Some people who I've seen tonight, I think, you know, it's been nice seeing you. Let's leave it another 18 years, you know what I mean?
Stick a fork in me, I'm done. That was exhausting. To be completely honest with you, the last 10 days has been exhausting. But don't get me wrong, I'm over the moon, because 10 days ago, I really didn't think I'd be able to pull this off, because so many people weren't interested. The best thing about tonight isn't what happened on the stage, because what was happening on the stage? The most important thing about tonight is that I got that group of people in a room together for the first time in 20 years, and they kind of loved it. They all got on really, really well, and that for me is what it's all about. So that's great. I'm done. Mission impossible, mission accomplished. Somebody get me M&Ms. You can take the green ones out.
You don't have to be part of the crowd. Just be who you are and stand up proud.
Capturing extraordinary moments in the troubled life of ex-libertine, Stalking Pete Doherty is next Tuesday at 10. And next on 4, FAQU. Justin's back with kingpins of comedy, thrashing out the most ridiculous questions you've ever heard. Details on both coming straight up next.